What's up, friends and sourcing warriors? I hope your day is going well. You know, with all these videos that I share with you to help you source the product, it is so rewarding for me to see you find your first product and source your first product. And it is even more rewarding if I can be the source of encouragement for you actually go visit your suppliers. This is all about you creating an amazing journey for your life. So in this video, I'm going to help you plan your trip to make it a very productive and exciting trip when you are ready to go. If this is your first time visiting the channel, welcome. My name's Yuping Wang. I'm here to share with you the best sourcing knowledge. This is the place to be if you wanted to learn the best sourcing knowledge. Be sure to subscribe if you appreciate the contents. Okay guys, let's plan this trip together. For the duration of the trip, I would recommend you to leave home on Saturday and come home on the following Saturday. Of course, you can stay there as long as you want to, but for the business visits, I would recommend from Saturday to Saturday. If you're based off in US or Europe, you know China is ahead of us, so you will lose a day going into China. If you're leaving home on Saturday morning, you will get into China on Sunday evening, so you will have Monday through Friday to do the business. Nowadays, it's not expensive to fly into China. A lot of times you can find ticket between $600 to $900. For the budgeting purpose, I recommend you reserve $1,000 for the airfare. For the supplier visit, most likely you're flying into one of the three major cities, Beijing, Shanghai, and Guangdong. Sometimes it's very confusing when you book the flight, you have a multiple airport choices. So for Beijing, it's PEK, for Shanghai, it's PVG, and Guangdong is CAN. These are the correct airport codes you need to use when you book the flights going into China. To make the trip worthwhile, I recommend you to visit 3 suppliers during the trip. Once you have the week picked out, you reach out to your suppliers and confirm 3 appointments during the 5-day week and leave 2 days as buffer days. Once you have those appointments confirmed, now you can start to plan your flight and hotels. When you're ready to make the booking, the tip I wanted to give it to you is try not to make this ticket to have so many connection flights within China. It's going to make your ticket more expensive and it's going to make your schedule to be so rigid and you had no way to change when you do want it to change. So if you're flying into Beijing, depart from Beijing and come home. What you're gonna do within China for all these visits? You use a domestic booking service. It's called Ctrip. They have both English and Chinese version. They can take credit card as well. So you can make the separate booking for your domestic flights within China. Now, hotel booking, here is the tip. Know the 3 locations first. Where is the airport? Where is downtown? Where is my supplier factory? For example, if the airport is on the northeast side and the supplier is on the southeast side, you pick a hotel that is on the east side of the downtown. Make it easier for you to visit the supplier and go back to the airport. You want it to have fun and have the access to the downtown activity, experience the culture. But the traffic in China, it is horrendous, especially in the major cities. So you wanted to make it easier for your supplier. When you head back to the airport, you could be stuck in downtown for hours and it costs you so much more money. So be smart and pick a location that make it easier for you and your suppliers. That's the location of the hotel. For the cost of the hotel, I would recommend you not to stay anywhere that is less than $60 US. In general, China is very safe. There are many low-cost hotels, but you are visiting. Those hotels may not be as clean. They may not be as quiet. Most importantly, those hotel staff may not speak a word of English. Since you're traveling, you need a good rest. So for $80, between $80 to $120, you will find a hotel that you will feel comfortable. This is your trip. You need to make your experience to be as comfortable as possible for yourself. I would highly recommend you not to cheap out on the hotels. 2 more things to do to prepare for your trip. One is the communication. WeChat, you have heard about it. It's a free app for you to communicate with your suppliers. Before you go to China, make sure you have your supplier's WeChat number and their direct mobile number. Most of the times, the two are the same. But for your families, make sure you ask them to download the WeChat as well. This is a free way for you to talk to your home. Of course, you can ask your phone carriers such as AT&T or Verizon to turn on the roaming service, voice data, and messaging, and you use those services while you are in China to call home. But those cost money, so use that as a backup and use WeChat as a free app to talk back home. Another thing you need is cash, Chinese cash. Foreign credit cards are accepted by many hotels in China and expensive Chinese restaurants. But most Chinese people use WeChat. In order to use WeChat Pay, you will have to have a local Chinese bank account and has Chinese money deposited in the Chinese bank account. Since you don't have that, it's better to have some Chinese cash before you go to China. You will need it to pay for your first taxi ride. A lot of taxi drivers don't have a way to accept credit card. It will be so much easier if you have some Chinese money to pay for your ride. Once you get into China, you can withdraw Chinese money through the Chinese ATM from your US bank account. I almost forgot the most important thing. You need a visa to visit China. The good news is you can apply for a 10-year business visa. You do it once and you don't have to worry about it for 10 years. Your supplier can help you prepare for invitation letter. The invitation has to come from them, and then you just need to fill in the form and submit it to Chinese embassy to get the Chinese visa. Now you have booked the flight, you have booked the hotel, you get the Chinese money, get the WeChat downloaded, and you have a visa. You are all set to go. If you have never visited the suppliers in China, this trip is going to give you so much insights into the culture and their business practice. My friend, you are on an amazing journey creating a beautiful life. I am so happy to be part of your journey, and this video is to help you plan the trip. Maybe another video to show you the do's and don'ts while you are in China visiting the Chinese suppliers. Until next time, I hope you have enjoyed it. I hope you have subscribed. I'll see you soon.